Hey guys, welcome. This is the second video about goal setting for intuitives. So here I go. So some things that I didn't really talk about last time that I wanted to bring up were another reason goal setting doesn't always work for us is society has this habit of thinking of goals as like a linear thing. And so we try to think of goals as a linear thing, and that doesn't always work either. Goals can really kind of be thought of as like this spiral, like you get this desire to like work on something, and then you kind of lose the desire, but it can kind of circle back and come around later. And I think we really kind of try to fight that, but we don't have to. You can kind of just embrace it and say like, okay, like that goal's not a priority anymore. I'd still like to come back to it, and just letting that be part of your goal setting process, I think, is helpful. I think we're also really sensitive to the seasons and different times of the year. We get in the mood to work on different things, and that's okay. And just trusting that you're letting it go now, and you're going to let it come back to you later, instead of feeling like you're failing or you're giving up, or you didn't accomplish it, or you lost your motivation. Just kind of thinking of it as like, I have new priorities now, and maybe in a few months that'll be a priority again, and just like kind of following and finding a natural rhythm, and letting things be not so linear, can take a lot of the pressure off, with goals. And something else that kind of goes along with that is I think, like, we think of goals as like this finish line, like there's this building I want to construct, and like once it's up and the windows are in and the lights are on, it's done. I think that's a very mainstream way to think of goals that doesn't always help us either. I like to think of goals as more of a garden. I've said this in some other videos. Whereas, like, you're growing all these different ideas, and some ideas grow fast and some ideas grow slow. Some things die off, and that's okay. And some things grow in the spring, and then they slow down, and then they come back next spring. So I think of goals as like you're cultivating this garden, and everything grows at a different pace, and some stuff goes away and some stuff comes back, and some stuff dies off, but that makes room for new things. And I think it helps to like find metaphors that work for you, and that's one that definitely works for me. That also, again, like, it's all about taking the pressure off. The more pressure we put on our goals, the more we stifle them. Structure is stifling to creativity. Creativity is like irrational, and it's like nurtured by like freedom and flexibility. And so the more structure and the more deadlines and the more requirements you like place on a goal, the harder it is to bring the creativity in. And we're creative people, and I think we get our best ideas when we really kind of just take the pressure off of them. Something else that helps, kind of along the lines with that, is like just taking a break when you're stuck. Like, we just try to think harder and harder, but the harder you think, the less room there is for like your feelings to work and your intuition to work. And there's certain things you can do to like trigger I think it's alpha waves in your brain. When you're in flow, flow is when you're like in the zone, like you're really focused, you lose track of time. Time just kind of slips away. If you can't get into flow working, sometimes driving can help you get into flow. Sometimes cooking can help get you into flow. Things that are like kind of repetitive, where you can just kind of like go into sort of like a daze. Sometimes that's when you get your best ideas, like taking a shower. Sometimes it happens when you're taking a shower. So sometimes just like taking a break and like going for a walk or going for a drive. Journaling can help too if you're stuck on a goal. I feel like journaling is a way to like talk to your subconscious sometimes. And there's something about too, I think, like writing in a physical journal over just like typing. Something about like that hand to brain connection with writing. I think sometimes like interesting stuff comes out. So yeah, it's a pretty short video today. I'm sorry I don't have more stuff. But those are some strategies you can use if you're stuck as far as like working on your goals goes. I'm really curious to hear like what strategies you guys out there use, what you try that doesn't work, what you try that does work. In the workshop, we're going to talk about our goals for next year. So I'd also love to hear like, what goals did you have for this year? What did you get done? What do you need to keep working towards? I'm wondering if there's like patterns and like goals about money or goals about relationships and all that kind of stuff. So really want to hear what you guys have to say. But as far as the workshop goes, one other thing I was going to say is every year I pick a theme, and whenever I am like stuck, I use that. I kind of come back to that theme to like help me make decisions. So when I started doing it the first year, I think my theme was health or money. That's when I really started. I was working for myself before that, but that's when I really started to make money. And then, yeah, the first 2 years it was health and money, or the other way around. And then the year after that was love. And then this year was happiness. So I'm just like, I have this like overarching theme where when I'm stuck on a decision, I'm like, well, what would make me the happiest? That's what I keep coming back to. So we're going to go and we're going to do goal setting for next year, but we can also go around and say if there's a theme that we want to pick for like the year overall. I'm still deciding what my theme is going to be. I have a few ideas. I'm not sure yet. And that's going to be like the last of the 3 days, is we're going to talk about themes and then go through like 12 different areas to set goals in. I like picking themes instead of like New Year's resolutions. Themes just feel better to me. And then the class before that is going to be a co-working session. We're going to vision board and we're not going to get specific on our goals. We're just going to look for inspiration. And the class before that is going to be like a support group where we can just say like what went wrong this year, what we're struggling with, how we're feeling. I think it's been a hard year for a lot of people. So we're just going to like really get all that stuff out, try to let it go, in a very like healing, supportive environment. And those are the 3 days. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens. There's one more video coming in a couple days, and then the cart is going to be open for signups for a few days, and then it's going to be closed, and we're going to start around the 1st. If you are planning on signing up and you want to vote for a day or a time that works for you as far as the workshop sessions go, let me know that, because I'm still picking a day and a time. But even if you can't make the sessions, they're going to be recorded, and there's going to be a Facebook group where you can message everyone else in the class. I think that's it for tonight. So I'll be back soon, and I hope you have a great day, night, afternoon, and thank you guys for listening. Bye.